Hi, everyone. I'm back for the second segment of my new channel, Graying with Grace, or Gracefully Graying. And one thing you may have noticed is that I changed the spelling of graying from EY to AY, because I learned that the British spelling tends to be with the EY, like Earl Grey tea. And AY tends to be more the American version or the US version. So I decided to change it since I am from the USA. So there's that. Today, I'm just going to touch on making the decision. So I'm assuming that you're either fell on to seeing this channel because you're thinking about letting go of the dyeing of the hair, or you have and you're new and you're just feeling a little bit of trepidation or a little just insecurity around it. And what I'm going to share with you is what I went through. I honestly thought about ditching the dye for at least a year or two, honestly. And every time I would try to do the blonde highlights and then maybe do some of the roots, etc. And then the little white hairs would grow in. And always for me, it was in the front where it is very common. I would feel super frustrated and actually, I guess, paranoid that people would see it, especially guys for dating, and I'm gonna look old, or it doesn't look good, And so I started noticing on Instagram there were a lot of different women who are doing this process, and they have lots of different names. They have lots of different, I can't tell you all the different pages or whatever you call it, profiles on Instagram, but I started looking and listening. I started looking at how some people just cut their hair. Some people didn't cut their hair. They just let the white come in. I noticed how different it was for everyone. And I just kept watching. And then I just decided last March, when I turned 65, like, what am I doing? Why am I trying to hide this? I am not 25. I am not. So that's what prompted me. And there's a couple of women I would comment on their postings, and they would actually respond. So that felt really good. So I would suggest, if you're on the fence or you need to contemplate a little bit longer, just look out there on the internet, for maybe on YouTube even, like me, and look for some sisterhood support and what they talk about and what they share. Yeah. And I have to say that I have had not just women, but men as well. Now, of course, I'm a year and 3 months, so I'm past that initial separation and everything, although I have a lot of dark still here in the back. But and I guess I'm lucky because my gray hair is actually very white, and it's really white in the front. And the white, though, you know what? It happens to go with my skin tone. So I'm just really lucky that way. But I think everyone is lucky that way. And you figure out how to start maneuvering maybe a little bit with your skincare, a little bit more with your makeup, a bit with your clothing color. I notice I'm wanting to choose more white and this kind of a gray, this lighter gray color. And you just experiment. It's just an experiment. And at the end of the day, it's you are being you. Next recording I make, I'm going to talk about what has helped me so much, especially in this last month, embrace myself, me, exactly as I am. So stay tuned for that. So that's my second piece on my gracefully graying, gorgeously, gracefully graying, what have you. And I'll share more soon. Thanks for listening. Ciao for now.